Hello friends, my name is Renuka. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are making another vintage card and I'm planning to use this large die of the month. It's kind of having that typewriter. And I have this for a while and I didn't use this just because of lack of time, you can say. And we'll use these papers. This is 6x6 vintage papers. I bought them from Amazon. It's paid promotion. And I will use these this cardstock, like it's already pre-made. It's 5.5 by 5.5 squares and they already came with that. And love, I bought them from the Michaels, I think. Yeah, and they come in this size big. They are from Recollections and I love the Recollection stuff. So I just realized that I have so many of them. So first of all, what I did, that I choose, like, I'll work on this paper, and because it is having little bit of typewriters and something like that. Although this paper is 6x6 paper, we're gonna cut it down, trim it down. I just decked out those pieces from the cardstock for the die of the month large typewriter kit. And here what we will do is we cut out these two big pieces here, and then I will cut one of them. There is a small tab there, so I'll cut one of them, and then you will get the two typewriters basically. And I will add that here on this tab, and you get flipped it back side, you get flipped it front side, whatever you want to do, choose with it. I gonna put it back side. I just put a little bit of glue there, and then I gonna line it up them together just like that, so that we will get one pocket niche here. So I choose another paper and cut out these from the square dies I have, and it's just gonna stick inside just like that to get that vintage look here. I will put this cardstock something like here, okay, and I'm kind of still matching that, and then we will create front of it. So front of it, they have these pieces and they have to, like, there are some tabs which you have to put on the back, and that is the most tricky thing for me. I need to figure it out that how they did, but after watching couple of videos, I got that idea that if you don't want to, you can just skip this. I will put them to matching the bottom notches, and I take it out some of these also. I choose two shades of, like, this is the more brick red color, this is brown black, and some of these copper color foliage I cut out with those flowers and all. So you can see here these foliage, and I cut out more than I needed so that I can, basically I will get an idea that how I want to do that. So here is the thing that I have to put them to match these notches here, so that they will match the rest of it. Okay, so I'm kind of planning. That's why I use the liquid glue, cause maybe I'll get a problem to matching them or something like that. That's why I did that. And this die came here, and I will use the I think I need to use 2, 3, 4 of them. So we need to die cut out it twice, cause it is having like 2 lines. And so I think for the next one I don't need that. I have to line it up just by eyeballing, I think. I hope I did good. So for the topmost I need to do it again, and this time I'll just match the portions of it, and I need to move this little bit. I have to go back and forth for this. Yeah, totally fun. So what happened here, the last key is not matching. I'll just zoom up. The last key is not matching and it is going there. So I will do my trick. I'm gonna cut and excess the trim off, and I will put the extra from these for that last key. I want that curve kind of shape on the downside, which is I'm not getting there. So I will use this extra, and then I'll get that thing there, the same thing. Okay, so if you are struggling like me, you can do also that. And then I'm gonna put all of these on the card that I already cut out, the outer line of it, and we will put it together here. So they have a small tabs also where you can create the small keys for these. If you want to use, you can. If you want to skip that thing, you can skip it. Let's see how it works for us. So basically this will go here. They give all the instructions on the back, but sometimes if it's more confusing, you can go and watch the video on the Spellbinders one, and that will also give you a nice idea where you have to put everything. I will put this here. Oh, before that I need to stick all this. Just I will skip to, I will not put the glue here, so that now you can see if you want to open this card, like if you want to put this in a front and you want to flip through this card, you can do that also, because that is also giving a different kind of interactive element to your card if you want to. This time I don't want to, so I'm just sticking the stuff all around. I will put this here, and it's a long time I have the small die, large die, clear stamp step, but I didn't use it. And then I was like, oh, I have this and it is so fabulous to use these kind of stuff all together, and I'm kind of imagining that it will look nice all together. And then I'm gonna put this tab here. So I just choose a little rusty colors like this brick color, and other colors also. These are like pretty rusty colors, and I don't know, but I want that black thing like this. Now we have to add the other parts, like they have this kind of small knobs on both the side where you can move your typewriter there. And nice if I put this metallic kind of stuff there, or should I go with the original black or brown? I'm still kind of figuring out. I think I'll go with the black. I will just reinforce it with the brown also, and there is a small piece here where you can put, and I will put that's in brown. So I need one more of it to put it all together, like there are two of it. So if I want to put one on one side, I need to put two of it, and I can just tuck that inside it by just eyeballing it. And yeah, black looks nice. Black works for me at least. And then I have already lots of cut out these. Now as I told that this is like I want 5.5 by 5.5, and then I will decide that which part I want to put here. So I will cut this side, I think, and the bottom side. Yeah, there is a one here also. I can put this also like this, so that I will get these typewriters, but this will not get it. So I'm kind of figuring out that which portion should look good on it. And then I will just put my card here, and now I will trace all around with the pencil. just like that. Now sometimes you are not lined up properly, so just do it like this. And then I'm again planning to put the cardstock and do the things. So yeah, I like this kind of area, whatever it is, and I'm gonna cut it out. Other thing that you can just stick it on it and you can cut it out, but I want to, you know, give little bit more to these edges, so that's why I'm deciding to just cut down the extra parts here. And you can keep these scrap pages also, just to, you know, get more out of it. And I just cut out extra, not from this side but this side, because I don't want to cut that typewriter here. And I'm just erasing all of it, and for rest of it I will just ink it and putting all the things assembly together. So I think I will speed up the process after this. So after that, it just everything is putting together. I just use the vintage photo distress ink for the vintage card. It's a perfect blend. And then I'm just adding little bit of ink on all over the four corners and little bit here and there. And then on this paper is already looking very vintage and nice. I curl up those edges with the help of the paintbrush, or you can do the pencil, whatever you have. And then I'm kind of lining up, and I thought, oh, it's not lined up properly, I want more, so I just tear apart. Yeah, and we are doing here a little bit of surgery, but don't worry. Don't worry, it will not ruin our card. And then I put it again. Just make sure that you put glue properly. And then this note die came in this kit itself, like the die set itself, and I just put a note there, and it goes so good all together. Sometimes I don't want to put more sentiments there. Sometimes I just want to put the card like that way, so that I can add whenever I need it for the birthdays or any other occasion, or saying thank you, or just saying hello to someone. And then I'm just arranging all these foliages around it the way I want. I just put it little bit tilted. Most of the times what you can do, if you're not much aware of the color combination, or you're just confused that what should you do in these colors, just pull out the colors from your pattern paper, and that will do a great work. Or whatever is for your middle or focal image, you can just pull out those color and just go little bit brighter shades. Like maybe you can go tints and shades of one color. Like tints and shade means if you add white in one color, or if you add black in one color, that gonna give you the shades and tints of the same color. And then it's all about arranging this card all together. I just want little bit drama in this, so I use the copper color foil paper to it, and then I'm just arranging it to see how it looks together. So here you can use press and seal, that whatever you like you can put in the combination, and then just you can put a press on seal on it, and then you can pick it up. Other way is like you can just do it manually, just I'm doing here. And then I decided to add, should I add more things from that, should I add a little bit of more from other amphoras, and I'm kind of deciding that. So before adding all those foliages, I decided to pop over this main typewriter image with the foam dots, and I'll make sure that whatever my foam tape or fun foam is, I will not put it edge to edge, so that I will have little bit of room to tuck those things inside. The little bit scrapbook method we use all over, or the old method. And then just putting all this card together. So I use here the golden color, the brown shades, and the color I use for the red also, I use the brick green color, brick red color, as well as the greens. Whenever I use more muted color like the olive green or something like that, if you want to go for the vintage. And that will give you more of vintagey look, or the kind of old look there. Sometimes you can use gold also, but I never use the silver. If you want to use the silver, you can mutate that with a little bit of ash or brown black color. So whatever we get in the vintage is kind of those colors to get that kind of look, little bit worn look, little bit old look, rusty look. And you can use the more rusty colors to create any card or any image you have. And then I decided to, why should not I make a matching envelope for this, or I should have like do some interesting things inside of the card also. So I use here a very simple trick. Whatever I have, I just kind of putting them together, what the pieces I left, like I'm try to matching there and creating something out of it. Every time whenever we create the card or I create the card, I decided to put the small images inside the card to make it more interesting, so that when recipient open it, they can see something inside coordinated. At the same time, I love to do my envelopes also, and this time I do the very small trick. I'm kind of struggling that what should I do with this envelope, and then this big giant monstera leaf, we already die cut out with these, so I just took that and I use that as a stencil, so that I will get that kind of matching look. But the same time, if I want to write the address on it, or if you want to write something on the front of the envelope, we have that muted background. It is not very overwhelming, so that it will distract the address or writing on it. The same time, you can use to create the same technique to creating the background of your cards. If you don't have that paper, you can create the same background I use for the envelope, and then you can use this die and put it all together. And another thing for the stencil is you can use that, you can use multiple shape or one shape with a nice cardstock or with a nice acetate sheet, cut out it, place them properly the way you want, create a pattern, and then you can use them as a stencil for matching to your card. Or if you did that the same thing with the hard cardboard or little bit heavy paper, you can use that technique to emboss the paper also. So yeah, these are the few tricks I want to share. Maybe you can apply those if you don't have the same products I have. The main idea is to get through the thing and giving little bit tips about the how to create the vintage card. In next step we're gonna create the another one, and that will be very quick. I will not go in very detail for that because we already make all the details through it. And so let's jump into the another one. So these stamps I have for a long time and I didn't use them. If you ask me why, you don't like them? No, I love them. That's why I buy them. But just because of the time constraint, I can't do that. And this is the vintage paper. I bought it from, like, you can buy it from Amazon. They asked me that would you like to, and they send me this. So it's a clear stamp and a die. So what happened, this is a nice subscription that you can buy, but somehow what happened with me, that subscriptions are coming and coming, and somehow I'm not able to, do justice with them because I don't have time. I do volunteering in school, so most of my times goes there, and there are lots of things happening around. So big story short, I didn't use this at the time, and now I thought I have a time and I want to really make some vintage card, and they're gonna fit perfectly to the theme. And so I decided to, use this and give it a try. Definitely I like these stamps. That's why I buy them. This the matter is just a matter of time that I didn't, what do you say, I didn't use them just because I don't have time. So I'm gonna put all of these flowers and everything on this watercolor paper. I'm using Artisa watercolor paper here, and I will put this also. And the sentiment which we will use, I will decide that afterwards and not now. And after stamping them, I will just die cut out them with the help of the die cuts, which came in a kind of a combo thing. And for this I will use Simon's or Momento black ink. So I just gonna take
So
these.
after stamping and deck out these the shapes, this typewriter is a bit smaller than what we use in the previous one, and we have the same kind of foliage, but here we have the stamp. Definitely the size is a little bit smaller, and they came with the matching dies. I also have those, and some kind of sentiment. So I decided to heat emboss all the sentiments together on a black cardstock with the white, and then I just color all these images with the copper green color, and somehow I lost that footage, and then I just put that card together. So I thought rather than redoing this card or finding the stuff, I can explain and you will easily get that thing. So after using the Versafine ink, I just heat set them with the white embossing powder. It's a fine grain, wow, fire, yeah, embossing powder. And then this die came with a small rectangular kind of stuff, which gonna cut that things, and they're really nice sentiments. You can mix and match with that bigger die also, and then you can cut it there. And then I just do one thing which I here want to tell. I use the same paper for that, but I just emboss it with the 1 2 3 kind of stuff, and it is in my stash. It is from Crafter Companion, I think, yeah. And then I just put all these things together. So these are the two cards for today. I hope you enjoyed the projects, and let me leave the comment that which one is your favorite. So until the next crafty project, have a crafty life. Bye bye.